One of the most popular podcasts in the U.S. in the arts category is not hosted by a singer or actor, but by a 10-year-old girl and her 7-year-old brother.
That's right. The Cincinnati-based siblings, with guidance from their parents, are talking about topics that clearly resonate right now. After school and on the weekends, you'll see 10-year-old Avery Osmer and 7-year-old Jackson outside burning off extra energy.
Hey Jackson, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready.
And once a week, you can hear this sister-brother pair in a home-built studio. In their basement, they record a powerful podcast.
It's called Hey Black Child, and it was all of our idea.
I told them to look up a podcast on Black history, and we couldn't find anything. So it all hit us at the same time. How about we fill that space?
The Osmer family focuses not only on social issues, but topics that feature Black excellence.
So adults and kids that listen to the podcast know that Black Americans have contributed to this country from the beginning.
The kids' first podcast featured Black poetry.
Hey Black Child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
In another podcast, Avery and Jackson talked about whether they should be referred to as Black or African American.
I would like to be called Black with a capital B.
ABC, check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Okay, we're ready.
Hey guys! Welcome to the PNTV studio. Come on in. Thank you. What an amazing space you guys have here. So what is the PNC podcast?
So the PNC podcast stands for Prospect North Community, which is a podcast we do here at school. And we try to get in local people around to come in and do a podcast with us to find out about their career and their story.
Please welcome V8 Supercar Superstar driver Scott Pye.
Our process is we first find people who we can do a podcast on.
Hundreds of kids got the chance to operate drones and learn more about that evolving technology behind them.
For a lot of kids here today, it'll be their first time flying a drone. Everything from the mini all the way to the giant Matrice.
That's a drone.
At 7 years old, Jason Beard doesn't miss a thing.
The moon up there.
I don't know much about it, but he does.
While I was in the car, out of the corner of my eye, I saw 2 white drones all the way over there.
All eyes were on the sky Saturday morning. Jason is one of a couple hundred youngsters, most from Detroit, who are getting an up-close look at drone technology.
Oh, I just want them to be curious. I just want them to be curious because who knows where this thing's going to go. And so getting them engaged, they inspire us.
By the time they reach 15, they can have a FAA Part 107 license and start flying commercially.
Now bring it back a little bit.
Youth Drone Demo Day had obstacle courses and photo and video stations. Kids could try operating a drone light show, mapping, and even water sampling.
Drone pilots are using mapping technology to learn more about an often overlooked chapter of San Diego history from the East County.
There's a group of young BIPOC drone pilots that are using technology to become historians.
I'm really into aviation.
Drone pilot Cheyenne Smith is also into learning about her Black culture.
Growing up, being African American, I feel like there's a lot of my history that I don't know, just because it's not often taught in schools.
Now she's using STEM to write another chapter in Black history. She and a group of 16 to 19-year-old BIPOC women known as Historians are ambassadors for the San Diego-based nonprofit Our Genetic Legacy Drone Project.
Taking back history that is male-centered, that is also Eurocentric. We're taking back history and just making it our history.
By using LiDAR drones and other geospatial technology, historians are mapping Serenity Ranch, where San Diego County's first Black landowner Nathan Harris once lived in the Palomar Mountains, and also Julian Cemetery.
Julian was actually a place where the gold rush was occurring, so there was a lot of slavery over there. I had been taught that California had no slavery.
By having a label, it ends up creating a sense of fear-mongering around that label, and that deters people from buying the actual product.
So are you solving for a fear, or are you finding a solution to sort of, withhold information from other consumers?
What we're doing is finding a way to improve food access to people. That's the entire point of our plan.
So removing a label is going to increase food access, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
While GMO labels may be safe, there could still be long-term effects, and they also lead to use more dangerous pesticides. Brody 18. It is not possible to prove a food is safety only to say that no hazards have been shown to exist. Among commonly expressed concerns, again, none of which have been clearly demonstrated, are unwanted changes in nutritional content and creation of allergens and toxic effects on bodily organs. Food deserts are communities, usually in low-income areas, lacking grocery stores, farmers markets, and healthy food providers. Some studies suggest that in half of all low-income neighborhoods in the United States are food deserts. High-income communities have far greater access to healthy foods than low-income communities. In fact, the high-income areas had 14 more times access to even frozen vegetables. So in communities of color and low-income communities, what could typically find in your freezer section would be frozen pizzas or ice cream, not necessarily frozen vegetables. America's hunger crisis is not due to the lack of food production, scarcity in food supply. Across the nation, households experience hunger due to a combination of factors, including limited income from jobs that pay less than living wages.
So what exactly does the negative do?
The negative is arguing that the affirmatives plan does not actually cause any real-world impact, and that they're sort of focusing on the wrong things in terms of food, lack of food security. And
what exactly are those wrong things?
We're saying that the issue isn't inherently about the food labels, and the reason why there are so many low-income families that are lacking access to healthy foods is because of things like food deserts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adobe Live. I'm your host, Valera, and today we're here with AJ Pinnock as he walks us through his vertical video editing workflow. You create some stunning videos. They look so buttery. I love your captions. They're so dynamic, so I can't wait to see what you show us today. But AJ, for those who aren't familiar with your work, can you give a quick introduction, what you do, where you're based, all that?
Okay, so my name's Ajnay Pinnock. Everyone basically calls me AJ. I'm a full-time creator on Instagram, started editing around 2020. So that's when I really started to get into it. Edited for other people, so I just really got the reps in. And then I just try new things here and there.
Amazing. I love that you're saying that you get the reps in, because I think a big part of editing is definitely that.